Hi, my name is Holly, and today I'm discussing my in the news topic, which I chose to be food dyes and food dye intolerances. What originally got me kind of hooked and interested in this topic was hearing it on Dr. Oz in the background while I was doing my homework one day. I know he's not a credible source, but it definitely got me thinking about the topic and to use it in this speech. I also found out the other day that my cousin-in-law has completely cut food dyes out of her children's diets, and their behavior has changed dramatically since she has. So I'll go into that a little bit later about how the food dyes affect us. But first I want to start out why we have food dyes in the first place. So if you think about it, everything we eat has been dyed pretty much. Think of licorice that isn't red or Cheetos that would be white. It's just not appealing to the eye and it's not attractive. So I just want you to think that the reason we really have it is to make food look good. So according to Dr. Mercola in an article I read from 2014, currently the FDA approves 9 colors and it's certified each one of them to test for safety and purity. And they do state, quoting them, that they're safe when they're used as directed. And I'll go over those colors later. Another topic that I found, or thing that I found in the article, was that in the 1950s, the amount of certified dye that could be used was 12 milligrams per capita per day. Now, according to in 2010, our new number is 62 milligrams of certified dye per capita per day. And I just found that to be crazy. In the last 60 years, we've almost times that number by 5. Why is that? But I'm just throwing that out there. So our largest source of food dyes that is found is in our beverages and our drinks. So anything you're drinking that's not water, I think would be virtually covered with food dye. I mean, Gatorade, orange juice, soda, all that has been used. Food dyes have been used. So now I want to just bring in food intolerances a bit. So, according to an article called Seeing Red for the Center of Public Science, Health and Interests, they said that food dye intolerances affect about 2 to 7% of the population who already have allergies, and 1% of the population just in general. And this is talking about adults. So it's really hard to estimate the amount of kids with food dye intolerances, or just food intolerances in general. So according to U.S. News and Health Report, it's found that over 1 million children have ADHD in the U.S. And I found it interesting that they also found research that children with ADHD are found to be more susceptible to food dye intolerances. So according to some clinicians and parents in the Seeing Red article that I spoke of, they swore that cutting out certain food dyes in their children's diet was a treatment for ADHD. They did not use meds, and they found it effective that if you have ADHD and you have a food dye intolerance, that it will take their behavior levels down a notch and their hyperactivity, which I found awesome. Less meds, the better. Then I just want to go over a couple of the food dyes that the FDA currently approves, and that is, there's 2 blues, and they're both found to possibly cause tumors in the bladder and brain of rats. There's citrus red, which was found to cause bladder tumors in mouse and rats, and that is a dye that is currently approved for us to color Florida oranges, which, I mean, I didn't even know orange peels were dyed in the first place, so that was a little bit shocking to me. The next one's green, and then there's orange bee, which is now known to be toxic. The FDA started to ban it in 1978, and companies stopped using it, but they never finalized the ban. Next is 2 different types of red, and they are positive for an animal carcinogen. And then there is yellow, which isn't found to be cancer-causing, but it is found that it causes hyperactivity in children. And last is yellow, which is yellow 6, and it causes possible adrenal and testicular tumors in rats. So I just wanted to throw this information out there. I found it to be very interesting and informative, so I hope you did too. Thank you for listening.